Let's give a big round of applause for Morgan Park.
Hi, we are here to represent Morgan Park High School in the Aspen Challenge, and today we are here to present our challenge presented by Joan Hogg to empower ourselves, our peers, and our families to eat, understand, and cook real food. We know that accessibility to real and fresh foods is scarce in some areas, including our own. But we not only wanted to inform and empower our peers and families to eat and cook real food, but we wanted to give them the voice to demand their right to real food if it's not accessible. As a team, we will lead our peers and community to take control of their food choices and demand real and fresh food.
We chose this challenge because it affects people who are living in food deserts, just like our school in the Morgan Park area. As Morgan Park students, we are aware that we have limited resources when it comes to food because we are surrounded by gas stations and fast food restaurants. Even our own cafeteria serves us processed foods. In a survey that we sent out to the Morgan Park students, we asked them, do you believe that the cafeteria serves real food? 93% of them said no. We also asked them, would they rather have alternatives to the junk food that they had been eating, and 88% of them, predictably, said yes.
Our solution was Taste Test Tuesday, a 2-hour program where we could inform students about the importance of real food. We gave nutrition facts on common processed foods and also demonstrated how to cook a real food recipe. We did this twice. On our first Taste Test Tuesday, Chef Maya James from Le Cordon Bleu cooked for us, and the food was donated by County Fair. On the second Taste Test Tuesday, it was completely student-led, where our 2 team members, Alea and Namari, learned and cooked a real food meal for about 50 students, and here's how the events went.
As a team, we chose the challenge to empower our community to understand, cook, and eat real food.
We did interviews and found out that the students liked the food and liked the Taste Test Tuesday. The students really liked seeing what's going into their food and how it was made, and they wanted real food more available to them. It was later found out that the students just didn't like processed and junk food, but they just didn't have any real foods available to them. Our program gives them the chance to learn how to cook and eat real food.
With our Tuesday preceding positive reaction from students and many that wants to be invited to our new events, we wanted to continue our Taste Test Tuesday while looking for neighborhood sponsors to supply us with groceries. We know that we also collaborated with the Greater Chicago Food Depository to try to bring a healthy kids market to our school and to our community.
They would bring the food to our school once a week, and it would be open to Morgan Park family students. And knowing that most of them don't have accessibility to food, it would change lives in the community and hopefully spreading to other communities and schools. We also are involved in the Morial Day Parade on May 29th in order to voice more on the issue.
With our work not complete, we will not stop until every Morgan Park student has an option between processed or real food, and every Morgan Park resident has that same choice.
We know our solution is successful because we are giving Morgan Park students and the community a better choice about what they are eating and what they want. And we know everybody won't eat real food, but we know we can take this challenge one bite at a time.
All right, time is up. Let's give them a round of applause. All right, 3 minutes for question and answer starts now.
What do you think are the forces at work that are keeping, are promoting processed food and not real food? So what's the cause of this problem that you're seeing?
Okay. So as a student in Morgan Park, like we said, it's really nothing but gas stations and fast food restaurants around our school. So not only do we have a lack of sources, but the places that do serve fresh foods and real foods, they are expensive and sometimes out of reach for other community members. So they can't afford it. If you have 3 kids, you know, what are you going to choose, the cheap, fast processed food or the real expensive food? So that was kind of our inspiration, to be able to give it to everyone, make it accessible to everyone.
How can you guys spread Taste Test Tuesdays to other high schools or other elementary schools?
So what we did was we made a website where people can go on and see everything we have been doing for the past eight weeks. And we trying to reach out to other schools. They can see what we implemented in our school, and they can take from that example to include in their school.
We have 1 minute and 30 seconds left for questions.
Was there any regulations around Tasting Tuesday? I know some principals get nervous about that.
We actually cleared that with the principal beforehand. So we let her know about the issue, and then from there, she actually gave us the permission to do so.
She came and tasted the food too, so she liked it.
She loved it.
Where do you see your idea in 5 years after you all graduate?
I see it spreading across probably the whole city. You know, we just have to promote it, and a lot of us know a lot of people that could promote it, and that's all we have to do is just spread it across the whole city.
And also with Namari and Alea both being sophomores and freshmen, they're going to be here longer than us juniors and seniors. So hopefully they can get their friends involved, because our friends are completely involved. They love it and they want to come back. They keep asking us when we're going to have another one. So we're just trying to make sure we find a sponsor so we can keep having them.
All right, let's give them a round of applause.